if you can hear me yet. I had some technical difficulties this morning, so please, please, please forgive me for being late. But we're going to have a great show today. And I want to welcome you to Weekend Eats with Casey. And I'm Casey. And if you don't know who I am by now, I say you should. But anyhow, welcome. And for those of you who know me, hey, come on in my kitchen. Let's do some things. Any case, today we're going to do some little cooking. I'm going to show you guys a 5-star breakfast hack that my family loves, especially the kids. And it's easy for me. I make it look real cute and it's fast. You're going to love it. Also, I'm going to talk about the 411 on what you don't know about food. Oh, I got some juicy stuff. Man, I did some reading this week. Listen, I'm going to tell you like this. If I ever wanted to go on a diet, I probably would after hearing some of this stuff. But hey, these are things we should know. Then I want to talk to you guys about cooking at home or home cooking and relationships and the connection. You'd be surprised the psychological dynamics that go into cooking at home or cooking with the people that you care about or for them. So that's a good thing. And finally, like I promised you last week, remember that salmon? Well, I made it. And oh, buddy, you're going to love this one. This is going to impress everybody. If you take this to work for lunch, you'll be like, hey, what restaurant did you go to? So that's what we got for today. And hey, let's get started. So what I want to show you guys is this. I'm going to put this in front of the camera because I'm using my laptop because my back hurts and I can't stand up. So I'm going to put this here and see if you can see it. I'm going to put it down and then you tell me if you can see this. Can everybody see this? Let me know. Okay, how about this? I'm going to close it down on here. Maybe you can see it. How about this? Okay, I can see it now. Do you see this? Tell me something in the comments now so I know that you're looking at this. Does this not look fabulous? Does this not look like you got it served in a restaurant? Does this not look like you were in a 5-star hotel? Hey, they don't look this good. Yeah. Okay. Does anybody see this? I need some responses. Okay, so this is the result of a quick hack. And my kids get so excited because then I get all fancy and act like I'm serving them. Anyhow, I'm going to show you guys how to do this real quick. So let me put the camera back up. You can see me now. I can see me now. And I'm going to begin. So let me reach over here and I'm going to show you what that chicken is. Those pancakes, and of course, fruit just for the garnish because I'm all about the visuals. Over here, these are, and I know it probably is turned the opposite way. Hey, it's actually showing. These are called Just Bare lightly breaded chicken breast strips. I started eating these about 2 years ago because, like I told you guys, I had, or I don't know if I told you, I had a weight loss surgery. I have a sleeve. And I'm still working on losing that weight. Anyway, this has so much protein in it. It's so much healthier if you're into chicken strips. And, kids like chicken strips. So this really works well. But you can use whatever kind of strips you want. The key here is you got your strips. What I do with these strips is I let them sit out for probably about a half an hour as long as I can, so they can pretty much unthaw. And then this is what they look like. Here we go again. So I'm going to tilt this down. Can everybody see? This is what they look like when they're fully thawed. So they're pretty nice. But bland is all get out. I got to have flavor. So what I do is, I lost you. You can still see you, but I can't see me. See, I'm having a whole lot of issues here. So let me just open this back up again. I don't know what I did. I made it too small. One moment, guys. This is a work in progress. You know I don't know how to use this stuff. Anyway, so what I do is I take some good seasonings. Now, you know I use Casey's Blessing for everything because that's just what I do. And when it's available for you guys, you will too. But until then, you can use seasoning, salt, whatever seasons you like, garlic powder, onion powder. You can just go crazy. You can even put lemon pepper on these things, barbecue sauce, whatever. But the bottom line is I take this Casey's Blessing right here and I sprinkle it all over this chicken. And I do it on both sides. Yes, I do. You know I flip it over. And I get it all over the chicken. And then I'm going to let y'all see when I do finish doing this. But the kicker is this, because I like buffalo flavored chicken. I like my chicken a little spicy. And you're going to know why later on. It's so funny. I found some information about it. But I don't want it too spicy. So I found this stuff. This is a game changer. If you want to do buffalo wings or anything like that, you want to get this red hot original seasoning blend. Oh, it is fabulous. I'm here to tell you. So what I do, I take this and I sprinkle that on it as much as I like. Like I said, I like it a little spicy. I don't like it too spicy. Now, they sell these strips already spiced. But, man, that stuff is like fire. And I don't mean fire in a good way. That stuff is so hot until your nose is running. I'm not trying to have my nose run. I want to be able to taste the flavor, but I still want to be able to taste my tongue or feel my tongue and not have to have the fire department come and hose it off for me. So that being the case, I like doing this myself and the seasoning myself because, hey, you know I'm all about flavor. So I'm going to do this on the other side, guys, and try not to get this on my computer. And then I'm going to show you what it looks like after I seasoned it. And let me get that Casey's and bless that all over there. Like I dem do. Okay. Now, this is what it's going to look like. This is what it's going to look like. And see, I'm messing up here. Okay. I hope you guys can see this. Okay. If you can see this, there you go. Okay. This is what it looks like when it's all seasoned. So now what I'm going to do, I have a oven that is convection. So I can turn it on. Lift that back up. I can turn it on 350 preheat and it kind of circulates and cooks. But for those of you that have a traditional oven, you do, what was it? It's three. No, I would do three. They say 375. You have to check your oven. But I stick this in, and if you can stick this in for me, please. I put it in my oven. And what I do, I put the timer on and I do a combination of 15 minutes on the first side. And then I do 17. And then I flip it over after the 15 minutes and I do 17 minutes. Now, you're going to have to, like I said, do this according to how hot your oven gets or how your oven works. Now, the bag will tell you, what, about 28 minutes or something like that. Listen, I've learned that instructions on a bag are basically there to give you a guideline, but you have to meter the way that you cook your food according to your cooking utensils, your skillets, your stove, your things like that. So you have to watch it. And I do. I'm not that type of cook that puts stuff in and walks away, unless it's like a crock pot. And here I go with this thing again. I got the direction though now. My sister gave me this. So if my sister is out there, she can see that I actually put this on and it's beautiful. But of course, I can't get it adjusted. So in any case, thank you, sister, because I love this. Anyhow, so back to the chicken. So we got the chicken in on the first side for 15 minutes. I got it timed. Did we put a timer on? I did. Okay, timer. Now I'm going to show you the next hack. Them there pancakes you saw, I have been, oh goodness, for the longest time, I say, man, since, well, in my 20s, making pancakes from scratch. That's the only way my kids have ever eaten them. Both sets, the older ones and the younger ones. And the grandkids, that's all they've ever gotten. Well, honey, let me tell you, at 61, I have to face the facts that my mind says 25, my body says something else. So I had to come up with this hack. So I selected some frozen pancakes that I really, really like that kind of mimic the ones that I make, because I cannot stand pancakes when you put syrup on them and the syrup just soaks through and they disintegrate when you pick them up with the fork. That's why I love my own. Anyway, let me go over here and show you the ones that I found. These things are the bomb. You can fool anybody. They'll think you're perfect. So these are the ones that I got. Okay, these Eggo buttermilk pancakes, right? Can you see? Now, I always try to get these on sale because they're a little more pricey than the generic brand. And if you can find a generic brand that doesn't absorb the syrup, if you don't like it like that, like me, hey, go for it. So they come in a little pack of 3 like this. And let me get a paper plate, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it on here. I like to let things pre-unthaw. I find when you do frozen foods, they tell you to put it in there like that. Sometimes you got to use some critical thinking. If you want your food to taste fresh, you got to cook it fresh. Cooking it when it's frozen, it's going to waterlog it. It's going to do a lot of stuff. So anyway, I put it on here like this. And I make sure that I separate each one of these pancakes and I stack them evenly. And the reason why, you know why, even heat distribution. Yeah. So you're going to stick these in your microwave for a minute, 30 seconds. I'm going to get these in here while the chicken cooks. And then we're going to have a little talk about what you don't know about your food. I'm going to give you some information. Yes, I am. One moment. All righty. So, I've been doing some reading. Yeah. I'm always reading. I'm the girl. Okay, one moment, because this is going to drive me crazy. Grab a cup of coffee, guys, or some tea, or whatever you like to drink, because guess what? Got my coffee today. Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah. You know, I am not fully awake. I'm putting on a front here. I'm still asleep. Y'all don't know this. But anyway, let me fix this dress. Okay, can you tell me if my dress is the right way, please, my daughter, who's not paying any attention, looking at her mama looking crazy? Okay, which way? It's going sideways, so fix it. Okay, so, see, the problem is this, okay? These dresses are a little bigger than I thought they were. So, they're kind of falling off. Maybe I am losing some pounds. This will work. Yeah. Anyway, big is good. So I got this on here. See, I'm not trying to flash you guys, so I got to fix this. Anyhow, so I was doing some reading. And believe it or not, these are some things that I thought were pretty interesting. Do you know that the FDA approves bug pieces in the vast majority of your peanut butter? It doesn't matter the brand. Can you believe that? We're eating this. We got protein for real. What I read was this, and it's legal because the amount of the bugs, and it can be roaches, it could be flies, it could be beetles, it could be anything like that that's flying around or floating around in the factory when they're making this. They just mix it all up, put it in there. It's not going to hurt you. It is protein. Yeah, this is what we've been getting. So every time you open up that Jif or that Skippy, you have a little bug friend in there too. So don't be afraid of a bug flies in your mouth when you're outside and your mouth is open. Just swallow it and eat it up because we're doing it anyway. Wow. Okay. Listen, allergies happening. Nose is running. So hold on one second. Garbage. So anyway, and I got, hands. Anyhow, that's one of the facts. I'm going to wash my hands real quick. I don't want to bore you with my cleaning, but hey, I can't be doing this on national
before
TV.
Before you tell the next fact, we got a few people just saying good morning. You got Teresa Lloyd.
Good morning, my lovelies.
You got E.T. said you look pretty.
I love all of you. Thank you so much. Y'all are real morale boosters. I'm going to do this just so I can get the compliments. Because whenever I need some affirmations, all I got to do is turn this on, and y'all do it for me every single time. And that's the truth. Because this week's been real rough. It has been a rough week this week. I tell you, it was the longest week ever. So this is so much relaxation and fun for me to be here and talk to y'all. Y'all just don't know. You think you're doing me a favor. Y'all doing me a favor. I say you think you think right, you think I'm doing you a favor. I tell you, I'm too sleepy. I got to get this coffee in me. You guys are doing me a favor. For real, for real. So let's get to the next fact. Okay, so did you know and this is directed to my daughter. Yes. Her and her decaf. Now I have to I buy instant coffee because I like to be able to control the strength of my coffee. My husband likes light water dishwater. Okay, I like coffee like espresso. I want some hair on my chest. And then there is my daughter who wants decaf because in her mind she thinks that it really is. Well, this is a fun fact. Oh, dear. Decaf coffee still has caffeine if you didn't know it. The difference is, let me read this because I want to be correct. Decaf coffee only has 2 milligrams of caffeine in a cup. Okay. The decaffeination process removes about 97% of the caffeine in the coffee bean. So you get about 2 milligrams. So if you're drinking a lot of coffee, it's not really going to affect you unless you really, really are highly sensitive to caffeine, period. Right. That ain't my issue. Because, honey, I drink it full force. I get 2 tablespoons in a little cup. And, man, that's how it has to be. I don't drink any sugar, but I sure as heck drink that coffee pretty strong.
Jerome said, I like coffee with my creamer.
No, that's how it used to be for me, Jerome. And you know, Jerome, that's a bad man. Very bad man. I need you to start putting some sugar-free creamer in there and just try it for a week with no sweetener in it. At first, it's going to seem foreign to you, but I'm going to tell you, by the end of that week, you're going to really be able to taste that it's already sweet. And I didn't child, please. When I used to drink coffee before I started drinking it a more healthy way, I was like you. I had the powdered Coffee Mate. I would have like a half a cup of that. I would have a ton of Splenda, a half a bottle of Splenda, and then I'd have some coffee. And I'm telling you, that was ridiculous. I'm surprised my body didn't go into glucose shock. And I don't have any issues with my glucose being high. But I used to only drink 1 cup of coffee a week. Since then, I would say over the last year, I have learned to drink more coffee because I need to stay awake. I'm sleepy. So that's why I do it. So I had to learn a better method. And actually, coffee is good for you if you do it the right way. It's very good for you. And I'm going to tell you about that fact next time. But anyway, back to this decaf. So what happens is a regular cup of coffee has 95 grams of caffeine in it. That's why you're binging all over the place. So you straight if you drink the caffeinated. I just want to put that out there. It is some in there. Don't think that it's not. Don't let nobody fool you. Don't get it twisted. Okay, so now we come to how many of you eat cranberries? I don't mean just straight up, but like cranberry juice, or some people make their own cranberry sauce and stuff like that. So they have cranberries. You want to make sure those cranberries are fresh. Well, let me tell you how you find out if a cranberry is fresh, or if you just want to go play. If you want to play some ball, throw a cranberry up against the wall. It'll bounce. I'm playing. You're not really, don't do that, especially in a house like mine where everything's white. You're going to have pink walls. But I will tell you this. If you, according to what I'm reading here, if you toss them onto the counter and they bounce back, they are prime, optimum, fresh. You are good to go. So just remember that. That don't mean to go in the grocery store trying to find a counter to bounce the cranberries on. Okay. But like I said, I may take a couple out and try to bounce them somewhere on the side. I'm tired of spending my money on fruit that's not good. Have you ever gone to the grocery store and you get the fruit, it looks good on top, you get it home, you look at the bottom, you got mold spores on it, it's all smashed up, it doesn't look, listen, this is all the time, and it doesn't matter what store I go to. That's why I got my husband back there growing stuff. He trying, but this weather has killed pretty much everything. We're down to cantaloupes and watermelons. I hope they survive. I don't eat watermelon, but hey, for those people in my house that do, I would like that. Any case, finally, now I told you that I like things to have a little bit of kick. I'm just showing this. And it's not everything, but a lot of things I do. And I think more so now that I've had this gastric sleeve, because I get a little nauseous depending on what I'm eating. Some things just doesn't do me. So I need a little bit of kick. So I'll put some on my eggs or whatever the case may be. But I read and believe this. They said eating hot peppers cools you down. Can you believe that? Now,
actually, because it like makes you sweat, right?
Yeah, right. So, hey, my daughter knows some stuff. She actually reads. Okay, so they say eating spicy food increases perspiration, which is true. Because have you ever, I don't know if you ever had a bonnet pepper, if you eat like Jamaican food or a Scotch bonnet, yeah, that thing. And you, Lord, I'm going to tell you, I don't know. I had a coworker at my previous job that girl could cook. She brought in some jerk chicken. So they're always trying to feed me because at my previous job, I never ate anything. I just work. Excuse me, I got a cough. I'm sorry. These allergies are kicking me. I don't know. Are allergies bothering you guys this week? I have had such a headache. I guess that's why it has been, pretty rough, because dealing with the stress of my job and then having a headache on top of it, that's not a good connection. However, yeah, I got stuff running out of places, nose, ears, eyes, everything. So if I start tearing up, hey, forgive me. I don't have a disease. I just have seasonal allergies. Yes, I do. In any case, so she brought in the jerk chicken. It looked delicious, man. And she's standing over me, and I took a bite of this chicken. Every part of me, my eyes, my nose was running. I had sweat beads all over my face. This was the hottest stuff. Oh my goodness. I couldn't even articulate that stuff was so hot. And I said to her, what in the world? She said, oh, my 5-year-old eats this all the time. I'm like, he probably didn't have any taste buds left.
Oh, no.
But for me, like I said, I need an equilibrium. I want a little kick, but I want to still be able to taste what I put the heat on. Lois, yay! My favorite person, my sister from another mother, Lois Cobb. This woman has been with me from the very beginning. When I deigned to even step in front of YouTube at my other show or this show, this is just a part of home cooking with Casey Lloyd. Okay, it's just a more personal part of it, so it ain't separate. But Lois, I don't care. Lois could be on the top of a mountain. If I put something on this channel, if I put a notification, if I put anything, this woman is ride or die. You see what I'm saying? This woman is ride or die. I am so happy that she is coming to my life. Really, I've never laid eyes on her. I would love to, but I feel so close to this woman, you just don't know. This lady is a college professor. She's probably in the bathroom right now, sneaking and watching this, because she's up. There goes our timer. This is the first time to turn it over. So, Monique, can you grab that for me out of there? Yep. Now, when we take it out, what we're going to do is we're going to flip them over, and then we're going to do what? We're going to get them back in that oven for another 17 minutes, 16, 17 minutes. We do look at it. Okay, so now I didn't finish saying about this pepper. So they say it cools your body down, right? Because of the perspiration. And if you think about it, you got a lot of countries, hotter countries, that eat very spicy food. I was talking about Jamaican food. It's hot as I don't know what over there. Okay, it's hot as I don't know what in India. They use a lot of spice. African cooking uses a lot of spice. It's hot there. So this may be one of their remedies, because I'm going to tell you, everybody don't have no AC. So you got to find whatever way you can in order to do what you need to do in order to make yourself feel better. And hey, they probably figure, hey, they don't care about heat. Their taste buds are all burnt. The babies probably don't have any. I'm telling you, because I am telling you, that stuff is hot as all get out. Maybe I'm just a wimp. Yeah, put that on 17 minutes, guys. We're almost coming to the home stretch. Okay, so I'm going to take a breath. I'm going to take a sip of coffee. Everybody take a sip. Take a sip. Water, coffee, whatever. Because if you think I'm hyper now, wait till I finish this coffee. Oh, baby. Let's see. So.
Jerome said spicy is kind of like a workout.
Yeah, Jerome, you funny. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Lois said you are the best and deserve the best. You just told my backroom secret.
See, I tell you, I know you, Lois. I love you, Lois. I love you. I really do. You just do not know. Man, all I need in my life, really, at this point in time, if I want to do this full time, is maybe even just 2,000 Loises. That's because when I tell you this woman is ride or die, just look at any of my videos, look at any of my comments. She is there. This is the most supportive person. I mean, her family is so freaking lucky. Trust me. Anyhow, so now I'm going to go on and I am going to look and see what the next thing is. So I did tell you guys that I wanted to talk about home cooking or cooking at home and relationships and the connection there. Now you saying to me, oh Lord, food is food, and my nose is still running. And y'all have to excuse me because Lord, I can't have water coming out my face when I'm talking to you. I'm trying to be cute. This is not happening. I got one eye that's leaking. If I move it, the eyeliner gonna go. It just, yeah, man. This has been a day already, and it ain't over yet. So hey, we all friends. Y'all just gonna have to take me like I am. That's just it. Anyhow, so there is a distinct relationship between cooking. There's a connection. Home cooking really does matter. I know it matters to me. I'm not a big, and believe it or not, I'm not a big huggy, kissy, emotional person. Okay. I love deep. I love hard. But I show my love. My love language is really service. The little things that people don't think about, remembering, hey, you like that and I'll get that for you, or make something that I know that's special for you and you don't even think about it. I'm not a big material person. Oh yeah, I like stuff, and I've always been like this. If I really like it, I'll just get it for myself. I don't expect gifts or flowers or anything like that. It's about how you treat me. You know what I'm saying? So hey, I could be sitting there and you see, I'm a neat freak. So if you see some lint on the floor and you pick it up and I don't have to do it, I'm in love. That's just the bottom line. I'm an easy date. But I was reading that the secret sauce to a stronger relationship is home cooking or cooking at home. So like I said, let me take another sip of this coffee because it's getting cold and I don't do iced coffee. I know some people like that. Don't ever give me a cup of cold coffee, please. So we.
I'm sorry, I'm reading Teresa Lloyd.
Okay, what you got to say, T?
She said, try the remedy when you finish your program, vinegar and water. Boil it and stand over it and take the steam. I guess that helps.
Oh, yeah, I know. Because, see, Teresa suffers from allergies just like I do. So she got the magic. And sis, I'm going to do that because, man, this side right here is throbbing right now. I am so trying to fake this. Any case, so food is always the center of the best moments in life. When have you ever done anything in your life that did not in some way encompass food? Every holiday, if there's somebody that passes away, food. Every wedding, if a baby is coming, food. If your child stubs their knee, here, take a little piece of candy, honey, it'll make you better. Man, we forever, if the baby is crying, we're going to stick a bottle in that baby's mouth. This is how we show love, compassion, even when we don't know it. That's why we got so many people fat like me and doggone my mama would. I have to digress. My mother fed us to death. We had when you opened my refrigerator back in the 70s or whatever, it was like the grocery store. This is her fault, and she was thin as a rail. But anyway, let me go back. So that was her love language too, and I love my mommy. My mother was the best mother anybody could ever have, and I ain't never saying this just because she was mine. This woman was. She was everything. Anyhow, now I got a tear coming out my eye. In any case, so every dish is going to tell a story. Every spice adds love. And every time you cook a meal whether it be for someone or with someone. It's going to bring you closer together. So what they were saying is like, it's a bonding situation, and it really is. What do you guys think? Also, quality time. When you have very busy lives like the most of us do, we have to really portion out time. So we all got to eat. That's a perfect time to spend some quality time, not just with your mate, that's all good too. And that's a whole nother story. And I have to tell you about that one. But with your kids, with your friends, hey, with your neighbors, if you want to show them a thing or two, but it helps you spend some time, slow things down. Like I said, get rid of them electronics and just create magic and togetherness. Teamwork is fun. It's the finest way to get things together. If you mess up a recipe, it doesn't matter. I ain't gonna tell that lie. Let me tell you something. If I mess something up, it's going to the G5 because it has to. I have to see it. That's just me. The other night, I got a video that I'm putting out tomorrow. Tuna casserole. Y'all don't want to miss this on Home Cooking with Casey. Anyway, I made some French bread. Child, I put that French bread in the oven on broil. And I started talking, and I smelled something. Whoa, it was Cajun. I had to scrape some of it off because the kids were coming for dinner. And I don't want them to see it. So I scraped some off, but I threw the rest away. But anyway, if you mess up a recipe, hey, what's the big deal? We laugh about it. I can tell you guys because, y'all my friends. So, but I don't tell nobody that I do stuff. You would never see me bring something to a potluck or whatever and look toe up. That's just me. Okay. They also talk about the communication. So when you're cooking with a bunch of people, now, which is rare for me because, honey, my kitchen is my temple. So it's like I may let them be on the outside. Y'all can throw me a couple of things, be sous chef. But for the most part, no. But I do enjoy, like, say, if all my family is here and I'm cooking or whatever, and we're talking, and if they are helping, and we're saying, hey, maybe you should cook this, maybe you shouldn't cook that. It's a great form of communication. For a lot of families, they get together every Sunday or every weekend or every Saturday, or I have a neighbor that lives near me, and every Monday night, come rain, come shine, they have a family gathering. I don't know what they're cooking over there because, hey, I've never been invited. But it's just the tradition for them to get together, to get together and form those bonds and relationships. So another thing, hey, what did I tell you about? We all gonna be vegan because we're gonna do things in moderation. I'm gonna tell you this. Even if you are making the most caloric meal, when you do it at home, you still are in control of the dynamics. And that's what you got to understand. What you put in and how much, you can decide to tweak it and make it a healthier version for you. So when you're doing this stuff, you are really controlling what goes into the mouths of yourself, in your mouth and your family's mouth or your guest's mouth. More so, remember that peanut butter and them bugs, right? If you made your own peanut butter, I bet you won't have no bugs up in there. So you better think about that. Hey, I'm just saying, when I was a kid, they had a Mr. Peanut butter maker, and it would look like a peanut, like the peanut on the can, and you can put the peanuts in the top of the hat and grind it and make your own peanut butter. You might want to think about that. I don't know if they have that anymore, but anyway, hey, home cooking. You don't have to worry about nobody standing in the salad bar and doing a dance and then serving it to you when you cook at home. Okay. And it's like I said, it's not just for romantic couples because they got all this, people learning how to cook, couples and stuff in the lovey-dovey. And hey, if that's your thing, for real. And my husband can only get up in here if he making me some eggs. Okay. Or if he the grill master. Other than that, nah. Okay. Because
Rome said you brought back some memories with that Mr. Peanut.
Yeah, yeah, you know how old I am, right? Listen, we had good toys. I'm sorry, we had good toys that were practical. But, cooking with your kids, even though the kids probably are messy and stuff like that, this is going to give them that memory. It's a memory. It's like I have memories, hey, my mother was not a baker. she tried to bake something one day. I think that's probably when I started baking cakes. She can bake. She could bake a sweet potato pie. She got the best sweet potato pie ever. I got that recipe that I think, did I put it on? It's gonna be around the hot child. Let me tell you something. They talk about, and I'm not trying to throw no shade, Patti LaBelle and her pie. Okay. Betty Joe's pie is the pie that you want. This is the pie that you want even without a crust. I have a crustless sweet potato pie that's keto or keto friendly. You know what I'm saying? Ain't always, but it's key. If you gotta have sweet potato pie, you want to eat this. This thing, and I'm gonna date myself again. They used to have a cartoon where they had this little dog, and the dog would eat, and he would grab himself and hug himself, and he would float up in the air, and he would ascend back down, and he'd do something like, because the food was so good. I am telling you, my mama makes the best sweet potato pie anybody ever could taste, and you know I stepped it up. But that pie, you're going to want to watch that video. You're going to want to eat that pie. I don't care if you're on a diet. You're going to save up all your calories for Betty's pie. For real. That's a recipe I have in my cookbook. This is not no lie. When you put that in your mouth, if you never like the sweet potato, see, the thing is with a sweet potato pie.
Oh, dastardly and mutton.
There you go. There you go. There you go. I couldn't remember the name. Yes. But when you have pies made out of rhubarb, sweet potato, pumpkin, it's not supposed to taste like your side dish, candy yams. It's not supposed to taste like a straight up sweet potato that you just put in a crust. It's supposed to taste like a dessert. And that is what my mother transformed a sweet potato pie into. It was the most heavenly dessert that you ever want to roll around your mouth. Trust me. Oh, Lord, child, y'all got me. I may have to make a pie. Oh, my goodness. In any case, relationships are made in a whole lot of ways. It doesn't have to be the traditional way, and you will be surprised. You will be amazed how you can be together just by having a good meal. Countries and wars are solved because of food. Okay. Altruistic cooking. People who don't have much share what they have in countries just because food is more than nutrition. That is their way of being empathetic. I know I am. It's like, hey, if I got a nickel, I'm going to break it into so many pieces. It doesn't matter. I want everybody to have some. It's not about just me. So I come from a place, I come from a family. If you walk in this door, you getting fed. Whether I got a lot or not, I never ever put people in a position where they feel like, hey, you can't eat. Because, hey, I ain't got a lot, but I can share a meal with you. And I advise all of you guys, even if you're a person by yourself, okay, sometimes you just want to share it with a friend. Share a meal with somebody. It gives you time to get to know people. For real, for real. I thought that was really, really interesting as I was reading. And, hey, I thought I wanted to get it to you. Because I know, hey, a lot of times we don't have time to read stuff. We hear so much negativity through the media. But I'm here to tell you, as bad as you see it out there are good things going on. Good things just don't sell papers. Good things don't make you turn on the television. Ratchet makes you come. See, let me tell you a little secret. This sister right here has a mission. And what my mission is to spread all the positivity I can. Hey, I ain't got no perfect life. I got all kinds of things going on. But you know what? You don't have to be brought down by it. I want to be that one bright spot in your day that you can come to and know that it ain't that bad. Because when you think your life is messed up, turn on the news. That's all I can say. I don't even watch the news anymore. All I need to know at this point is somebody is not commanding someone to press that button to kill us all. You know what I'm saying? Because I just need to know in advance. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. I just need to be to get around the people I love so I can tell them I love them before I don't see them anymore. You know, these 3 words, as Stevie says, that's important. Don't wait around. Do what you need to do now. So let me see where we're at. We're at 1 minute, 21 seconds, and we're gonna have what? 5-star breakfast. So I'm gonna get over here and do this 1 minute and 30 seconds on these pancakes that are in this microwave. One moment. I can just lean. See, look how good I am.
While we're doing that, I'm gonna read some of the comments.
Yes, please do. Because I'm just talking and y'all ain't shutting me up.
Okay, so the most recent one was Lois Cobb again. She said, her husband is the sweetest and has the widest grin when he smells food coming from the kitchen.
Oh, see there, Lois? Hey, let me tell you something. They talk about this marry me chicken all over the internet. So I decided to do longevity chicken. Yeah, you got them to propose, but how you gonna keep them? With the longevity chicken. 44 years, ask Lois. Hey, she got a long-term relationship too. If you want to keep them, you got to do more than put that ring around your finger, because that can go to the pawn shop easy. You know? So anyway, the stuff is coming. But I'm going to also start getting ready when this chicken comes out and these pancakes are ready. My lovely daughter is going to butter them suckers up. And I'm just going to show you, it's just really easy. And you're going to have what I showed you earlier. Man, your family going to be like, oh, you were slaving. Oh, and when you taste it, oh, yes. Matter of fact, I'm going to taste a piece of this. I'm going to show y'all. Look at this. I still got, now, this has been sitting here for a few, do you see? Do you see? Look at that. Uh-huh. Oh, my gosh. Do you see how they're tender? They're not mushy. The flavor is fantastic. It really is. And it's all white meat, lightly breaded. I get so sick of having stuff that has so much breading on it, I don't even know that there's meat in it. Is it meat or is it not? Okay, remember Megan. But you're going to love it. And for you football watchers and sport watchers and stuff who always want to have these wings and stuff, child, let me tell you, you get these things, you can make lemon. You can make it any flavor that you get out there at Wingstop. Don't spend your money like that. A couple of minutes will give you everything you want. I've done it barbecue. I've done it teriyaki. You can do anything with these things. Trust me. Okay, so I'm going to get these pancakes out of here. You see those? Real cute. Nice. Okay. Daughter's going to butter those up. And that'll be her breakfast. I ain't fed my husband yet. The kids ate earlier. They were right here smelling it. They came right down. In any case, now what I'm going to do, I am going to show you how you make a fresh salmon salad extravaganza. So what I did, let me go to my refrigerator and I'll get it. I am walking here. Y'all making me walk. I don't like that. Okay. So, let me go over here and get this stuff out of the refrigerator. Okay, so, you know that I have pre-prepared everything because as my sis Teresa says, hey, we ain't trying to wait around for all that. But I want to show you guys, remember, I had a different kind of salmon that I made this. It's the same kind, but this I like better because, and if you can see it, yeah, I think this I like here because this is no skin. The one I had skin on the back, so I had to peel it and stuff. I ain't trying to do a whole bunch of work. So if I can get this just a couple of salmon steaks, that's going to be enough. Now, let me put this back because I'm going to make some more of this stuff because I know once they taste it, they're going to want more. Let me get this back in here. So, I have the salmon, and what I did with the salmon, I took it, and you see, it's all flaked up. What I did with that salmon, I got some chicken broth, and I put it in a skillet. I put 2.5 cups of chicken broth because I wanted it to cover the piece of salmon I had. And I brought it to a boil. I put the salmon in after washing it and drying it. I didn't put any seasoning on the salmon. And I put it inside the pan, 3 minutes on one side, flipped it over, 3 minutes on the other. The salmon goes from looking like it did in that packet to a red. It becomes opaque. And that's when you know it's done. Not really. So let me see. Anybody saying something here? Because I've lost my moderator. She's eating the breakfast. Okay. You don't get to eat till after we're done working. Anyway, so once it's done, you let it cool, set it to the side, let it cool, room temperature. And what I do is, if you see, it's all flaked. Now, a lot of people will tell you to take a fork and flake it. And yeah, if you want to do that, that's fine. I ain't got the kind of time. What I do is I get some gloves and I get in there with my hands and I break it all apart because I want it to be, and let me get a fork. Okay, let me get a fork and I'm going to show you. I want you to see the consistency of this. Okay, it's really fine. I do this also because sometimes, even though they say that this stuff is filleted, there's some bones in it. So don't get it twisted. Okay, you got to make sure you get those bones out because you have a sandwich, you want to bite into that mess and choke. So I make sure it's really fine. You know, I got to make it look like whatever. So then what I do is I take my Casey's Blessing, but you can take whatever seasoning you have handy. And what I did was I take it and I do probably about 2 teaspoonfuls of the Casey's Blessing into the salmon. Okay. And I refrigerated this because I did this ahead of time, but you don't have to. It's good when it's cold. It's good when it's room temperature. Then I will take, I need some pepper. Can you give me some pepper? Yeah, I put a little black pepper in here. And I already have my other spices and my vegetables putting in here. So let me get this pepper and open it. Okay, and I put maybe about a half a teaspoon of pepper in here. Oh, and this right here is probably 2.5 pounds of salmon. And you know, you can whatever amount you need. But I'm gonna tell you, you want to get the fresh salmon because it's a whole different dynamic. So in this little thing right here, I have, and let me put that to you. There are fresh green onions, fresh dill, and what else I got in here? Oh, the fresh green. Oh, I need the celery, the dried celery and the chives. And I'm gonna put dried celery and chives. So I chopped up the dill, cut it up so it looks like that, and it smells so good. You want to put that in here, and this would be, I do maybe like 1 stalk of the green onion, and I did 2 stalks of the fresh dill and cut it up real fine. No, I have another one up there. So, and you know, I always have on hand some dried chives, freeze dry. Now, don't worry, it's not going to be hard or crunchy. When you put it in here, and once you mix all the mayonnaise and stuff in there together, they just kind of reanimate. So I put about a half a teaspoonful of this in here. And I know my sister Teresa doesn't like all this stuff. So you can put onion powder, you can put garlic powder if you want. Okay, if you don't like the texture, you know. So I take some of these celery flakes because, believe it or not, celery gives it a really good flavor, but I don't want to have to cut it up all the time. And so I take about a teaspoonful of celery flakes and I kind of crunch them in my hand and I sprinkle them. I make it rain. That's what I do. Yes, I do. Now, the final part, and I'm going to need a spoon because I'm not ready for any of this stuff. I'm trying to cook and show you this on a laptop. I think I'm going to try my phone the next time. Anyway, or my camera that I spent all this money on and don't never use. I need a bigger spoon. So I'm going to take this mayo, and I'm just a Hellman's mayo kind of person. Mayonnaise, okay? It is called mayonnaise. However, in my life, mayonnaise, okay? I can't spell it, but that's what I call it. So I'm going to take this tablespoon here, the big one, not the little ones, okay? And what you do, this is why my husband always wants me to make the tuna, because he doesn't like it when it's too much mayo, but he doesn't like it dry, and neither do I. So you add mayo and you stir. You don't just put a whole bunch in there and then say it's going to work like that. You have to add it as you go. So I'm going to take 1 heaping tablespoon of this and I'm going to put it in. I'm probably going to take another heaping tablespoon of this and I'm going to put it in. And I'm going to do 1 more heaping. What? Everybody tell me, what I'm going to put in here? Tablespoon. Okay? I'm going to do that. And we're going to see what we got. I'm going to get this fork. I'm going to mix this up. Okay.
While you're mixing, Lois asked, where and when can I buy Casey's Blessing seasoning?
Lois, you need to tell these people to let me get what it is. I'm going to tell you like this. There are so many rules and regulations in the state that I live in for me to even get this licensing. It's really expensive. Hey, I ain't got that kind of dough. I need to be getting monetized in order to pay for this stuff and all the licensing. I didn't know that it was going to be this deep, but I have to, because hey, in this society, everyone's so happy. They'll look at my stuff and they'll say, "Oh, it gave me whatever," and they'll want to sue me. So I have to make sure that all my T's are crossed and all my I's are dotted, before I can put this out here. But I mean, what is in Casey's Blessing, and I'm gonna put another scoop in here because if you see, it's moist, but it's not all the way. So I'm gonna put 1 more. So we did 4 heaping tablespoons of the mayo, okay? Because you want it to be spreadable, okay? And so I'm mixing this all up. Can you get my lovely brioche ready? Okay, I'm gonna mix that all up like that. Now, right about now, I would probably get me a little cayenne pepper and douse it over here. My husband likes a little bit, but I'm not going to do that because everybody's not me. Now, this is perfect. So we did 4 heaping tablespoons. Now, do you see what that looks like? That looks real good. If you could see that, child, let me tell you. So let's move this out the way. Move that out the way. Move that top. I'm going to set this sandwich up, and I'm going to show you what goes on it. You're going to love this. Trust me. So let me get over here. Take that. Take that. Let me move you back just a little bit so I can put my plate down so I can make it all pretty. And I'm going to put a nice big heaping amount on here. And Monique, if you could call Daddy, because this is for Daddy. I told him that he was going to be the first one to taste it. That's my grill master. That's her daddy, not my daddy. Okay. Lois knows my daddy. She saw the picture of my daddy. Okay. And I'm going to put a nice amount on here. Yeah, I miss my daddy too. He passed away last November. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have talked about that. Yeah. Excuse me. Anyhow, okay. Let me get my life right. I'm going to put this on here and make it nice and heaping. Now, my husband is not going to let me show him on camera. So y'all just going to have to take his sound and his word. So I put this on here, and this stuff is optional. You can just eat it straight up like this, or you can do the fancies like I'm going to do. You can also put a little bit of more mayo on your top of your bun if you want to, but this is quite enough for him because he doesn't like all that. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to put this here. I'm going to put the tomatoes on, some nice tomatoes for my bun. Yes. And then I'm going to take some of these nice shredded lettuce. Now, these are not just any lettuce. These are green leaf lettuce. They're the bomb. Yes, they are. I love these. They're already shredded. Makes a great salad. Trust me. And they're pretty cheap. So I'm going to put this all together like there. Ooh, look at that there. And then I'm going to show y'all what it looked like. Okay, one moment. Let me just because I got to be the fancy one. Let me move this out the way. And my husband is eating my chicken strips. Tell him to stop. Man. And then I'm going to take this fruit and put it over here on this plate because guess what? He don't need no French fries. Okay, he gonna eat this.
Man, this chicken is good.
And we're gonna put this over here. Now, I want you guys to take a look at this. Do you see this? Do you see this? Do you? Tell me you see it. Tell me. Tell me.
Right, that looks pretty.
That is fantastic. This is fantastic. Now, I'm gonna let my husband taste this, and then he gonna tell you what he think. Listen closely. Here you go, honey.
All right, baby. Hold on now. I'm eating that chicken.
He's eating my chicken, everybody. Okay, this is my chicken.
That chicken is moving.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Here you go.
Let me
He's trying to clear his palate. So
Hmm.
oh my goodness.
Oh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, look at the mess. Look at the mess.
Oh man.
Okay, look at I can't even bring the sandwich back. Put it down on the plate so they can see what you did to it. Look what he did to the sandwich, y'all. Look what he did to the sandwich. Do you see this?
Wow.
Okay. He has food all over his mouth.
That's good.
When you make this, you can have this for a nice lunch. You can even do this for a weeknight dinner. Have yourself some fries, some nice potato wedges, whatever. Or just have yourself some broccoli with it. Have yourself whatever you want. Okay. That right there is a winner. That right there, you take that to lunch, you're going to be like, hey, where you get that from? What restaurant is that?
I know what I'm eating.
And then you're going to tell them. What you going to tell them? It's the home restaurant. And you too can do that.
That's good, baby. That's good.
He's still eating. I probably will not get any of this because see, I'll take some of those shredded lettuce. Listen, I'll take the shredded lettuce and I'll put a little bit on the plate with that, and that'll be my lunch. But I'm gonna tell you, it's a game changer. When you get a little tired of tuna, you want to do the salmon. The omega-3 is good for you. The salmon is a little bit moister and milder. It's not calorically high, and it's just something different. This is also my mama. My mother made this. I would never touch this stuff. There's things I would never touch. As I grew up, I learned that I should touch it, but I just had to step it up a notch. So they're so loud. They're eating up everything around me. Man. Do you think I'm going to get anything?
No.
Anyhow, guys, we are coming up on 60 minutes, 1 hour that we've been together. I hope that this has been as fun for you as it's been for me. And if it has, I need you all to hit that like button. I need you to ring that notification bell so you will know every time that it's time to meet. That's what you got to do. Because otherwise I have to call everybody. I can't call 1,000 people. I can't. I pay as you go.
Better. Why don't y'all subscribe?
Yes, and for those of you who are new here and not already subscribed, you got to do what? Subscribe. And until next time, you know what I wish you. A little love, peace. Hey, hold up. You thought I was going to say, you know what? And some yummy weekend eats.
Hey.
All right.
See you next time. Bye-bye.
Get down with that sandwich. All right.
That is good.
It's good.
They still talking about I love you guys. Thank you for coming.
Doc, you have a fork?
Yep.
Listen, y'all need to stop. Okay, this is terrible. Bye, y'all.
Thank you.
It said not yet.